This is Jason DeVol, and this is Lucia Caminos, the two protagonists of GTA 6. But who really are they? From leaks and early stories, their official voice actors, here's everything we know so far. So now if we go back to 2022 when we got those 90 leaks, we first got to know Jason and Lucia, which they were in beta models. We got to know there as well that GTA 6 is officially going to be having two protagonists, one female for the first time ever, Lucia, and one male, Jason, which we also saw some gameplays on how they look like. But of course those are not final, they were still in beta versions, in which we got after that in 2023 the first trailer of GTA 6. So we first saw in the opening Lucia, where she was as well speaking with Stephanie in the prison. I guess she had done some criminal activities before, and that is the reason to why she was ended up in the prison. But in the first key art as well of GTA 6, we also saw an ankle monitor. So I guess she has to do some community services, as we saw that as well in the second trailer of GTA 6. Now in the first trailer as well, we saw Jason for the first time ever, in which they fell in love, and they also robbed a store at the end of that first trailer. But in the second trailer, we first saw in the opening Jason, in which he was also robbing a store as usual, and he will also punch the cashier, hit the cash machine, and also stole cash. That is obviously considered as robbing a store, and that is the reason to why both Jason and Lucia are robbers, which both are inspired by Bonnie and Clyde, couples who were also used to do some, I guess, heists, robbing stores in the 90s. And when we saw here as well, when Jason came to the prison to try to free Lucia, that's how we got to know their full official names.
I'm here for Lucia Caminos. She's supposed to be getting out.
What's your name?
Jason Duval.
And then they once again fell in love. They were robbing stores. They were also trying to run away from the cops. And we also got to know Lucia's brother and even her mother. So if we talk about now the early stories, if we just first with Lucia, as mentioned in the Rockstar's website, Lucia's father taught her to fight as soon as she could walk. But unfortunately, we don't know of who her father is. We don't even know what her father's name is, or whether even if he is alive or not. We only know that her father was the one who taught her to fight, because we know in the second trailer we saw a cage fight, and also in this screenshot we can see that she is doing boxing in the gym, I guess. And we also got to know that she is from Liberty City, as it says here. More than anything, Lucia wants the good life her mom has dreamed of since their days in Liberty City, but instead of half-baked fantasies, Lucia is prepared to take matters into her own hands. That's a quick conclusion about Lucia. She is from Liberty City. We also saw her brother and mother in the second trailer, and also she was in the prison, and there were obviously several reasons, but then eventually she got freed. Now if we talk about as well of Jason DeVol, it says here, Jason grew up around grifters and crooks. After a stint in the army trying to shake off his troubled teens, he found himself in the Keys doing what he knows best, working for local drug runners. It might be time to try something new. And I guess that explains it, because in the second trailer we saw he robbed the store, right? In the first few seconds of the second trailer. And it's also something interesting, speaking of the 2022 leaks. So we can see here first up of Jason, he looked completely different in the 2022 leaks. I guess it was the beta version, of course. We also saw him in the first trailer, and now he looks much better in the second trailer. There are actually as well many tiny and realistic details to attention, and same goes as well for Lucia Caminos. She looked completely different. Her nose, her facial expression, she looked completely different. So as a quick conclusion about Jason DeVol and Lucia Caminos, as we said, Jason was originally in the army, and then now he is doing robberies. And he also grew up around grifters and crooks. And for Lucia Caminos, she was in Liberty City, and now in Leonetta Keys, we also saw in the second trailer, she was in the prison, and then she got freed by Jason. Now, fun fact for those of you who don't know, that Jason DeVol and Lucia Caminos are both inspired by Bonnie and Clyde, who are also IRL couples who were used to do heists, rob banks, stores in the 90s, and their funeral was on May 26th. That's why the release of GTA 6 got delayed to May 26, 2026, because some people might be thinking that Rockstar delayed the game to May 26, 2026 next year on random, like they just threw a random date. But no, they did this on purpose, because there are hidden clues behind it, because now the game is fully playable, and there are obviously some stuff that need to be polished, such as bugs and glitches, but obviously we all know it doesn't take a year for Rockstar to fix these all. But they're doing this on purpose so they can honor Bonnie and Clyde. And additionally, we all know that GTA 6 is inspired by Vice City, and the protagonist of Vice City, Tommy Vercetti, actually his voice actor Ray Liotta passed away on May 26th as well in 2022. So again, it's May 26th. So those are quite interesting. This because a lot of people say Rockstar delayed the game to May 26th. I should say not purpose, like randomly, but no, they are because hidden clues behind that date. Because who knows, if the game would have been ready by now, they would have dropped the game on May 26th, just a few days ago. You never know. But yeah, those are very interesting that I wanted to cover for you, just to clarify things. And now the moment of truth. I'm sure you're wondering of who the voice actors are of Jason Duvall and Lucia Caminos. Now, real quick for Lucia Caminos, I'm sure most of you know it is Manuel Perez as the voice actor, because first off, we can see if we do a quick comparison, we can see that they both have the same nose, the same jawlines, and it is her with no doubt. Additionally, to support my point even more, her voice can be heard in GTA 5.
That's 15. Got 11. A blackjack. Win goes to the dealer.
And also, in a podcast, she got nervous when she was asked if she's gonna be in GTA 6. She instantly said no, and she got nervous.
I'm gonna dive right into it because you did a voiceover on Grand Theft Auto. Like, I'm currently replaying Grand Theft Auto because I have nothing else better to do in my spare time.
No, I haven't.
What?
No.
You know?
No, I haven't. No.
Well, who messed up on these questions, James?
Let me see. Okay, no, because you do voiceovers as well.
I do voiceovers, yeah, but never.
Okay, that's what it was.
Yeah,
That's what it was. You do.
James, you messed me up, man.
Yeah, she does voiceovers right there.
I do voiceovers for Audible and like commercials and stuff like that, but I haven't.
Oh, okay.
That's what it was. It was a freaking typo. Oh my gosh. We apologize because like I was looking over the questions and everything, and I don't know who does the IMDb for you. Because when Mike said
down as Grand Theft Auto, and I was super excited to ask you that.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, on your IMDb.
What does it say?
It says Grand Theft Auto 5 video game Clubber 2 voice. Yeah, you might want to talk to somebody about that right now.
Oh, Clubber 2.
Mm-hmm.
I see when I do voiceover, sometimes I don't know what I'm doing and they just hand me a script. Was it a casino? Because I did do a voiceover for a casino because sometimes I don't know what I do, and some places are so secretive that like there's NDAs, but also they won't tell me what the project is. So maybe my agent.
That's what it was.
That's what it, maybe.
So that is definitely another sign that she is most likely 99% the voice actor of Lucia Caminos. And a fun fact about her that she actually has played in 3 different movies. We first got one in 1999, a movie called Law and Order, a Special Victims Unit, and then Blind Spot in 2015, and then Click Next to Continue that was released in 2021. And additionally, she also runs an Instagram account in which last year in 2024, she had posted some of her gym routines, even motivations. In today's of 2025, she is only posting the stories, being an athletic protagonist. So this is everything about Lucia Caminos. We talked about her leaks, early stories, her mother, her brother, and also what happened, why she got into prison. And I also proved you that Manuel Perez is the voice actor of Lucia Caminos. We just did the comparisons, the voice lines, the movies that she had casted in before, and also her Instagram account. Now, for Jason Duvall, it seems that the rumored voice actor is Dylan Rourke. You see, last year on May 4, 2024, there was someone already named Legacy Killer HD who said, according to a reliable source, Dylan Rourke portrays Jason in GTA 6. Here's the clip of his most recent project, Buried the Bride, which shows off his voice.
Your old Betty here's gonna die either way. But if I opt to eat her, and there's still a chance that old Betty will rise again, party in the after party.
Please, Jason.
Again with the fucking interruption! I can't stand women. What's with that?
Now, additionally, because we can see as well his beard, if we just do a quick comparison here, we can see that Jason the bowling game and also Dylan Rourke in IRL, they both have the same beard. They look super similar. And that's why the community believes that Dylan Rourke is most likely 98% the voice actor of Jason the Ball. And I mean, even his voice lines and his character matches with Jason the Ball. Now, Dylan Rourke is actually an American actor known for his work in film film. But for Daniel Rourke, he actually has casted in many more movies. He first was casted in a movie in 2005 called Grey's Anatomy, and then in 2009 Modern Family, and then in 2013 Mistresses, then in The Vault in 2017, and also Station 19 in 2018, Trevor and Diversion 2019, The Lone Star 2020, and also Bury the Bride in 2023. So I guess that is his latest movie that he actually had casted in. Which, fun fact, that Daniel Rourke also has an Instagram account, which the last time he posted was on August 11 in 2022. But what fans are noticing is that for the first time in a while, he posted an Instagram story, which you can tell as well by the comments. They're literally referencing that this is Daniel Rourke. Daniel Rourke is most likely the voice actor of Jason the Vault, and we also know Manuel Perez is the voice actor of Lucia Caminos. So with that said, everyone, thank you so much for watching this video. This was definitely one of my best videos ever that I've ever made. We literally covered everything about the protagonists. If you have as well any further information or anything about these protagonists, do comment down below so we can let the others know about these as well. And I'll catch you guys in the next one.